Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at a very small, often forgotten about closet upstairs in my mom's house. Now across the hallway here is the bedroom where we put my old bedroom furniture, and we've showed that on this channel before. This is a little smaller bedroom. It has two twin beds. It's where my grandkids usually sleep when they come over to visit. And we're going to take a look at the closet and the drawers of the furniture here in this room, because almost all of it, and there's not a lot, but almost all of it needs to go. So let me just quickly show you this closet. I'm going to turn this camera around, and you can see there is a shoe rack on the door. There are no shoes. A few things in here that are just sort of sitting here. And like I said, there's not a lot in here, but most of it is totally unused or forgotten. And so we're going to take a few minutes and work through this. Now, in order to do that, the first thing I've got to do is move this twin bed out of the way, because as you can see, I can't get the door open. So I'm just going to pull a few things out here. I'll talk about it while I'm pulling them out, and then we'll see what may or may not actually go back into the closet. And the first thing that's going to come off is this shoe rack, because it's obviously in my way, and this is not something that's going back in. We don't need this anywhere, so it's going to be taken away. I've also got some various things for Christmas wrapping paper, and obviously we're not coming up here to this closet to find this stuff, so I'm going to move this somewhere where we can actually use it, and in the process go through some old bags and things to make sure that they're all still in good working order. And then this one's actually got something in it, which is another box. How about that? And you know, I have this set up. I'm not really sure that you're going to be able to see me too well on this camera because the light's behind me. But I do have another camera in here where the light's above me, so the light's really awful all the way through this video. And then we have more wrapping paper, and this looks to be like specialty printed paper. Might have been pretty expensive. Be nice to use it up. And a few little odds and ends here. I don't think I need these little Christmas decorations. A robe that's in here that nobody's using anymore. I'll just make sure my mom doesn't need it. And then we have, if I can get this out of here, we have this little thing here that stored clothes in plastic. It doesn't have any clothes anymore, but in the bottom of it are pictures and a few other little maybe family pictures here. But you know, what good are they doing us in the bottom of this bag in a closet nobody ever comes to? There's a picture here. I'll try to get a close-up of this. There's a picture here of I think this was my grandfather's 65th birthday. I want you to take a look at him when I show you this picture up close, because I think he's 65 in this picture. I'm 65. So a few little family pictures there that are way too important to get rid of. But this little piece right here is definitely going away. And then I have a lot more Christmas wrapping paper. And again, we're just going to move this down somewhere where we can get to it. And this is what really made me decide to come into this closet, because this chair is totally destroyed. Why is it being stored? I have no idea. My mom doesn't know, but This is one of those things that I will probably sit out by the side of the road for a day to see if anybody comes by that might want to try to maybe put something on it to fix it. I don't think it's going to go, Goodwill wouldn't take it, and it's definitely, the wood in it is too nice to take to the trash. And then of course I have more Christmas stuff. And I'm not sure how much of that, if any, we will actually keep. And then, like most places around here, I have empty plastic. And I don't know why. Got a few more family pictures here, so let's just grab them off the shelf. I have a lamp that may or may not work, but I'll check and see if it works before I get rid of it. Because if it does work, there might actually be a spot where we need a lamp. And then I think that these two things here were actually holding Christmas ornaments at one point, but there are no ornaments left. And this is stuff to hang blinds or drapes or something. A few little odds and ends, Christmas presents here, and I'll ask Mom about them because they may have been gifts from somebody. We're not using them anymore on a Christmas tree, obviously. And then I have more bags. My mom likes to use bags and boxes and things for Christmas gifts, and I'm sure she's forgotten that she has these. So it will be nice to put them somewhere where she can sort of make use of them. And then there's a lot of pictures like this that were left over from my stepdad's first marriage. He brought a lot of this stuff into the house. We don't hang very much of this anywhere, so it's going to go away. Got a really nice picture of my brother here that we'll need to hang on to. His family might like it. And we saw this picture downstairs, a family picture from Olin Mills. What you didn't see was my high school graduation picture. I certainly don't need it, but you know, somebody might like it. And then this picture, my mom had this picture done a long, long time ago. This was displayed prominently in her bedroom. I'll get a close-up of this, maybe if it doesn't show up on the screen here. This is my dad, and this picture has been sort of ruined by being in the closet, but definitely it's not going anywhere. And then we have, I don't even know what these things are. Oh, it's a bed rail. These were in use when we had really small grandkids up here. And now that I've got it open, I don't know if I can get it closed or not. But they sit on the side of the bed to keep people from rolling off. And we don't have any grandchildren like that anymore, so I'm sure that we don't need those. And then there are some candles that are actually like battery operated candles for use at Christmas. And again, I'll see if my mom wants to hang on to them or not. Obviously, we've not used them because they're in this closet that nobody can get to. And here's some things I don't know what they are. So let's just find out. More things to hang drapes with. This looks to be almost an antique iron. I'm sure somebody will love that at Goodwill because I don't know that we'll be hanging on to it unless there's some sentimental value to it on my mom's side of the family that I'm just not familiar with. And then these are really, really old power converters that probably don't even work anymore. And then we do have a nice, I forget what these are called. It will come to me after I turn the video off. And then I have, I don't know what these are, but I'm sure they went to something Christmassy. I have a Collector's Series Christmas ball I'll need to ask Mom about. And an empty box. Isn't it amazing how many empty boxes we all store? I don't understand why, but we do, myself included. And then I have really, really old cassette tapes, and these are mine. I've got John Michael Talbot in here. I've got Praise 9. I've got the Hemp Hills. Heaven Bound. I know there's a bunch of stuff here. And nobody does cassettes anymore. So we'll probably take those to Goodwill to see if anybody wants them. And other than the hangers, that's everything in this closet. It's just been sitting up here taking up space. Now let's take a moment and look really quickly at the drawers of the furniture. I'll turn this off. You can probably see me better immediately. So over here, I will ask Mom about a few of these things that are actually on top of the dresser. Because, you know, an ashtray like this, I'm not sure that we're going to need to hang on to. And some candles that are so old that they are bent over. But you may want to keep the candle holders. But in the drawers, most of them are empty. There's a picture here of my granny and papaw, which I'll put with the other pictures. Some trash here. And then more trash. And more trash. And then I have some stuff. So I have a broken picture frame. In fact, a lot of these picture frames may be broken. We're going to check it out and see. And has some lingerie here I'm not going to show. So we have an old Remington razor that I'm going to guess was probably George's. And that's a picture that can go away. There are some straps to my mom's luggage. And she doesn't use her luggage anymore, so that's something else we'll need to talk about at some point. And I'm not at all sure what this is. Another ashtray. Nobody smokes here anymore, so this is the broken picture frame. This is a family picture. This is my brother's first marriage wedding picture. Now, I'm going to leave this in here because I have a feeling that this little angel right here is something my mom may want to hang on to. But I will ask her about it, and I'll move it with the other Christmas things when it's over. And then we have a little mirrored tray that obviously nobody uses anymore. The edges of it look like it might be cracked. And more luggage straps. So I'm going to move all of this stuff various places it needs to go, and then we'll take you on a brief tour of what we have left to show you that it's now officially decluttered. Okay, all the stuff has been moved out of the bedroom. Not sure there's a really good place for me to get light here, but oh, that's better. All the stuff has been moved out of the bedroom. I need to vacuum, so we'll do that later today probably. And then let me show you what's left in the closet. This door actually goes into the attic space where the upstairs furnace is. And then, oh yes, the upstairs air conditioning unit. And then, so we have cleaned off all the hangers. We have emptied off all of the shelves. And the only thing left are just a handful, let's go this way, just a handful of pictures, because at the moment I really just don't have any place better to put them. And when I do have someplace better, I'll come back and get them. So I'm going to put the bedroom back together. Job done, except for going through the things downstairs with my mom and hauling everything off either to a dumpster or Goodwill. I don't think there's anything down there she's going to want to keep, but you know, it's gone. If that changes, I'll let you know before this video ends. So I have this area downstairs in the living area kind of set aside for all the stuff I just took out. So let me turn the camera around. And I have this chair, several things piled up here on the couch. This couch is another thing that may leave at some point. All of this over here, including the pictures we're going to go through here to see where they need to store. And two very big packages of trash. And when we get done, I'll let you know what we wound up with. All right, so here is where we're at. I've put two pretty good sized bags of trash out in the trash can. I've got a handful, maybe less than 10 family pictures to store somewhere. And then this is all I have left to take to Goodwill. So I've got the shoe rack, I've got the stuff on the side of the bed, a handful of little odds and ends items, that screen and a couple of pictures, and that's it. And now it's starting to rain, so I'm going to get this stuff hauled off, and we will see you in the next video.